Welcome to Action Hour. Today we are going to be talking to the founders of Loving Farm Animal Sanctuary, Tracy and Bill. Welcome, guys. And Tracy, tell us about your upcoming fundraiser.
It's a fundraiser at a spectacular private residence in the Encino Hills of Los Angeles. And it's called Ode To Olivia because it's to honor the memory of our rescued dairy cow that we lost a few weeks ago. And she was very, very important to what we do because we are an organization that wants to see animal agriculture come to an end. And our friends, Jeff and Mick, it's in their home. Jeff happens to be on our board of directors and they're wonderful people. And so we all said, gee, let's hold it there down in the Los Angeles area. We're going to have photos all around and bios on the animals. And there's going to be the blue cheese that's been a national sensation from Climax Foods. They're donating their cheese. Tree Line Cheese is also donating. There'll be some wonderful California wines that are being donated. So thank you to all of those companies that have been donating. And so we hope a lot of people will come get tickets. There's still a few left.
So if they want to make a reservation, they email you and then tell them what happens next.
But we will send them an email back explaining all the different ways they can donate for the tickets, because you have to donate in advance to secure your reservation, which is Tracy at lovingfarm.org. And also you can go to lovingfarm.org. And what do you want to say about it, Bill?
Well, the event is to not only to honor Olivia and tell her story. We're not a typical sanctuary in that, along with our mission statement being to rescue farmed animals that are in dire need, but it's most important is to educate the public on how they're truly treated in the animal ag industry.
And we believe that the biggest piece of having the sanctuary is to bring as many people as possible, encourage as many people as possible to come in and visit and be engaged with these animals. I'm a big believer. Once you meet them, it's hard to eat them.
Our mission statement is that we rescue as many animals as we can from very dire situations. And beyond that, we educate and advocate. A lot of people believe that animals are here to serve our purposes. But Bill and I are vegan, and this is a vegan sanctuary. And so we set an example of living with people and animals that deserve to be treated with respect and as individuals, and that they're not here to just provide for us.
We have been in Paso Robles in Central California for almost 7 years, and we feel like we have outgrown this location. We are no longer feeling like it's helpful to the organization, to the sanctuary, to be in this location. It's gotten progressively hotter, and we don't have a lot of local support here. So another reason for this fundraiser is to gain support from people in the greater Los Angeles area, because we would like to move closer to Los Angeles and hopefully get more donors and volunteers and visitors, because we want to do a lot of live events, where here in Paso Robles, we do live events and we get hardly any local support. Our support comes from Los Angeles.
Guys, tell us, when did you first start the sanctuary and how did that all come about?
But it was about 10 years ago that we made the decision that we wanted to focus on the biggest need, which was farmed animals. We had both gone vegan over the last year or two before that. And
I've been vegetarian since 1988.
Going vegan wasn't enough for us. And we wanted to go to the next and try to get other people to come on with a plant-based lifestyle. And we got our 501c3 back in 2014. We got our first rescued farmed animal, Ziva, in early 2015.
She's a pig.
She's a pig.
She's still beautiful. With us. She weighs 500 pounds now, but she was just little when we got her.
Correct.
We saved her from a very terrible situation.
And she's here at the farm right now. She's
the sanctuary.
Sanctuary. Thank you for correcting me.
Farm Sanctuary. Yeah. Loving Farm Animal Sanctuary. Yeah.
Because the reason we're sensitive about the distinction is that farms breed and they ultimately exploit and perhaps slaughter their animals. Sanctuaries save. we save the animals from those farms. So there's a distinction between farms and sanctuaries.
Thank you
Yes,
for that.
unfortunately there is. Unfortunately there is. I was going to ask you the question of it's always interesting to our audience, what did you guys do before you started the sanctuary?
Yeah, I mean, I've been in corporate business forever. Sales executive in solar distribution, selling
Okay,
to
he's
installers.
minimizing it. He's a solar expert. Bill's an expert.
Wow.
He does solar still. He's retired from the solar industry, but he is an expert in solar. And
Great that you, Bill, that you have that background in business, because many sanctuaries, unfortunately, they come into it with, high expectations and maybe some expertise with the animals, but really struggle with the business side. And it's great that you guys have that. Sure.
Having a business background is critical to be able. You've got to manage the sanctuary like a business.
Mhm.
All right, you can't just hope for the best. And there's a saying: you have to do well in order to do good. So we definitely manage. We manage it like a business because that's the only way we can have the longevity that we want to do and make this our legacy.
Here, but it's an uphill climb, and it's been an uphill climb for almost 7 years. So we'd like to get somewhere where we're more welcomed and where we're around people that are more like-minded.
And we wish more locals would come, but the population base in the county is
Primarily animal ag.
well, yeah, but it's only like 250,000 people for the entire county.
And,
Whereas,
also the kids are raised in the FFA and 4-H programs, which are very hard to combat because those families and those kids are really entrenched in those programs, which is also the opposite of what we do. We have 8 animals here that were saved by children that were traumatized by the thought of them going to the fairs and being auctioned and going to slaughter. So we have 8 animals here for that reason, because there's some very brave kids out there that will go up against those programs. This doesn't run itself. It's not free.
Right.
We don't get tax dollars. We don't get subsidies. This is just what we do. And it's just through the goodness and generosity of a lot of people that Loving Farm Animal Sanctuary exists. We're the co-founders, but we depend on a large circle of people, a lot of whom we've never met. So one of the reasons we want to hold this event down in LA is we're actually going to meet some of the people that we've only known remotely, which will be very fun.
we have a number of really wonderful people sponsoring us out of Southern Cal, and now we're getting a chance to meet them at the event because we're looking to move down into the Southern California area. Better weather, better water, and a greater population, so far easier for us to be able to touch and make an impact.
So I just want to let everyone know that this will be streaming on Unchained TV, and you can download the app. It's absolutely free. Just go to watch.unchainedtv.com. If they can't, if you're too far away for them to go there and help, are there other ways that they can help you? Are you looking for help through social media, people that are really good with that, or people that can do other kinds of activities? Do you have any other needs you might want to mention?
I think that we can always use a little more expertise in the technical support area.
Grant writing. If anybody that's an expert in grant writing, and anybody that wants to get involved with helping us find and acquire grants, that would be really helpful.
For that.
One thing I do want to say that we average between 45 and 50 rescued animals here at any given time. Right now we have 47. We need more people just generally to understand that to make a better world, everybody needs to take a part in it. It takes a village. So living here, about the only time we get attention from the locals is when they want something from us, when they want us to take an animal, when they want us to help with an animal. But otherwise, they don't really acknowledge our existence. And that's very disappointing and disheartening, because we could all be doing something. We could all be volunteering at a sanctuary, a shelter, a rescue. We could all be donating not only money, but time, spreading the word, going on social media, liking, commenting, sharing. All those things help. They help a brand or a message or an organization to get seen further and wider and better.
I think, Lindsay, for me is We hope the people who see this come and sign up and join and come and see us in person and hear the story.
A lot of people think of farmed animals not like they think of their dogs and cats. They think of them as just being products or commodities. And I'd like to make the point that they feel everything that we feel, and they feel everything that dogs and cats feel. So when we lost our rescued dairy cow, Olivia, our little rescued beef cow, Isabella, was sad. She was grieving. And so we put out feelers to an adoption network, and we found another cow from the dairy industry. And she's here, and we've named her Angelica, and she and Isabella are best friends. And so all of these animals, they want what we want. They want to feel safe. They want to be with their families. They want to be with their friends. They want to form their communities. And it's so important. And so that's why we want to, when we get to our new location, have people come and do that with people and animals, form families, form relationships, form communities, and then take that away and become a bigger and bigger circle of compassion.
The animal ag industry wants to minimize the lives of these wonderful creatures. And when you get a chance to spend time with them, each one has its own unique personality. The brothers and sisters and mothers and daughters of the pets we have, or these rescues we have, each one is unique. They all it's really nice how they blossom and have a very joyous life while they're here. And we're honored that we can give them that.
And we're contacted almost every day from someone wanting us to take an animal. And there are certain parameters for why we would take an animal. And a lot of it has to do with space and manpower and funding.
Thank you so much. And we want everyone to join us.
Everyone's welcome, but there's only so much space, but everyone's invited.
Hurry now. And the date is July 21st.
Right.
And it starts at what time? It's in the evening, right?
4 o'clock.
4
p.m.
o'clock.
to 7 p.m.
It'll be nice and cool. Okay, thanks for being on, and I'll see you there.